What's up, kids? Hey, look, I could take a hint. Nobody needs to look at my dumb face. I agree. It's bad enough you got to listen to my voice. But here's the trade I wanted to show you. And somebody said if you can't describe your trade in 30 or 60 seconds, then it's probably not that good. Well, here it is. I fade earnings gaps. So Walmart was my number one choice today because it was gapped up big. And normally I'm looking to short the stock, right? So what I like doing is waiting. I wait to see the highest point that this thing can get to. Considering I'm looking to short as it's going up at the open, right over here, I'm happy. And here, I'm even happier because at this point I'm looking at 182.50 possibly. Then it starts to sell off. Now again, I like waiting 15 minutes to start the day because you get some of this chop to be done with. So in this chop for the first 15 minutes, what it did provide me was a couple of different entries. So once it broke the VWAP and hit this new low point right there, that becomes one of my most important areas of concern right here. But then look how every time it sold off, it made a higher low. So that's still kind of bullish. But then we had this break of VWAP again. That intrigues me because it's a VWAP break on an earnings report. There's the pivot point. So I'm shorting it right there. So once I get short, I use VWAP as my tight stop. On a third of my position, I use the prior high as the next third, and this is where I'm going to give up on the trade if I'm wrong and it breaks back over here. Now, what I'm doing also coinciding with the 179 quarter short is that I'm buying the 180 puts. I'll show you that on the chart too. The reason I like buying options that are in the money because they trade with the stock. So I'm looking at 180 puts. Right, here's that first VWAP break. There's that second one. Here's the one that we bought. So we're buying the option right here at $2.20, and we're just looking for it to get back to where it came from, which was 3. So at 220, we're selling some at 3. Our stop is basically break even at that point. So 220, we sold some at 3, sold some at 350, sold some at 4, sold some at 450, and then on the way back down here, we're looking to get stopped out if it breaks back under the 420. So right now we have just 1 or 2 contracts left. But if you bought 10 contracts here, you sold a couple here, sold a couple here, sold a couple here, you're down to the last 2 contracts. Obviously we're looking for it to break over 5 again. If it doesn't, we're going to get stopped out on the way back down. Let's call it $4. But so far so good. Another winning trade based on earnings reports. And this is all we trade. So again, if this was your go-to trade today, your day is complete. You're 1 for 1. And you could live happily ever after. Now, the other one was Home Depot, which again, waiting 15 minutes was phenomenal. Even waiting longer was even better because normally I'm buying stocks that are gapped down. If you bought the open, you got paid. Blue line to the orange line. I like to wait for setups to be shown. This is the Kardashian 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal Kardashian VWAP break. Butt crack right there. I'm a buyer right here. Look how it went down first, but our stops are here and the VWAP. This little jiggle did not get us out. And then we got reconfirmed with our bullishness by breaking this little area right there. So we bought more at 361. And then we got paid on the trade. And again, if you were buying options, we only trade at the money options. So it was the 360s, Home Depot options, 360. I'll show you the setup on the chart right here. The 360s. There's the ass crack break. You would have been buying the contracts for 484 and they topped out around 750. So in there somewhere you made close to 100% on your money. Obviously, you got paid and then you got stopped out of the rest. Another great trade. Great trading, sticking to exactly what we look for. Earnings reversals on earnings reports. Earnings reversals, VWAP breaks, earnings reports. The trade continues to work. It is unbelievable how this works so well. And it really just keeps you focused. Hope you all had a great day. I'll see you soon.